Alright guys, back at it once again with another analysis. Just to let you guys know about this time we're doing zones at Mako Mart. So Splatoon is very volatile. It's a really volatile game, so never want to give up. And this map is so close quarters. So the zone is just this little plus sign here. So the important parts of this map, to be able to control this, you can go through the middle sometimes and take the cover behind this plat or behind this pillow in the mid. And that's only really good if you're firefighting people that are coming on these like entrance zones. But in general, having control of your box or your stack, the stacks on each side, are very, very important locations on this map because you can pop a bubble here. Just one big bubble here covers the area, and then you can freely shoot and contest into here and take the zone on that side. As well as wave breakers. So the wave breaker is right here. The wave breaker is going to just go to this entire area, pretty much. And all around here as well. And what this will do, it'll give you sights of where they're contesting, and it makes it really scary because this is uphill. See these stacks? There's an inclination to them. If you're like right around here, the chargers actually have like a good line of sight where it's actually hard for you to hit them. And the only way for you to attack them is to like lob things over with them. This is the double slashing machine and comp once again. But I do think Alpha's team, they have a very good comp as well for this. So another thing to note is on defense, the wave breakers here. They're good for just scanning this entire area. Outside here, we need to make the push back in as well. See, they're trying to shark these areas all around here. You don't necessarily want to get into here unless you're just totally dominating. Like out here is just like, this is the throw zone. You don't want to go out here. You want to play it safe and honestly just be by this like big black line that I'm making. So they're gonna place their sloshing machines kind of just in this general area. They can lob over and force people out here. They can toss fizzies through mid, through the rollout. And if they get control, they can take care of this area with the sloshing machines as well. And of course, they'll be able to just booyah bomb this area right here. See this area, this small little area, it's so dangerous to just fight in here because there's so many angles that you can die, but you still have to go through mid, so it's a very chaotic map. And as well as the flanks right here are actually very accessible. Unlike Hagglefish in the last video, if you didn't watch my Hagglefish video, you need to watch it. It is so good. It'll explain why the junior in the bubble is just insane, and you should put it in your team comp if you don't have it. There's just so many different angles you come. They have a carbon, and the carbon is just like, he could be chilling in any like spots around here or chilling in the back, and he just comes up and he murders you. There's literally nothing you can do. It's really hard to react to it, so you have to have a lot of map awareness. And they're running NZAP. I haven't talked about the NZAP yet in our videos, but the NZAP does have the Tacticooler. The Tacticooler just gives you buffs, and it makes trades way more efficient. So a lot of the time, the NZAP, he's going to drop through here. He's just going to paint a lot, and he's going to drop the Tacticooler, and he's just going to press W. He's going to W in, and he's just going to try to get a trade, and it's going to pay off in their favor. So let's watch some of the rollout on this map. It's quite an enjoyable game to watch. So they're coming in. We'll watch a lot of the NZAP's perspective from the start. They're just chucking fizzies, and they're trying to take control of the zone. So they get a pick. And when they get this pick, they win the zone, and now he's dropping the Tacticooler. As I said, the Tacticooler is going to enable them to push in. The spotter shot's down, but he's still going to go in with his carbon, and they're going to just try to make some plays here. So the carbon's already in, And unfortunately, he got taken down. And man, what a crazy flick on this E-Leader. He just comes in and gets the kill. So they're pretty defensive. They can't get the most optimal spot. But a great thing right here is just the bubble. When you bubble on this plat right here, it gives you the space that I was talking about. But not only just for you, but for your teammates. This is enabling the E-Leader to just be able to get more shots off in general. But they pretty much died to the Wavebreaker. Ends up trying to go in, but he gets just owned. Like, it's so good that Lapis and the other sloshing machine player, what's his name, Peel? Yeah. They can just in unison use their Booyah bombs in this. And last map, they didn't want to use the Booyah bombs too much, but since this map is so much smaller and harder to control, they're actually using both of the Booyahs at the same time to just control this area right here, so that the rest of the team can just come off of this, paint the zone, and he's going to throw the Booyah out here. They're just going to try to just force him all the way back. And it's just a really bad situation. The ends up, he has to like think of different ways to approach this. And it's just rough. They have to get back in, but this situation here, I believe, is when, in combination of what I said earlier about putting the Wavebreaker here. So the Spider Shot has his special ready, and the E-Leader has his special ready. So they're gonna Wavebreaker their pot here because they know that the sloshing machines, right? The sloshing machines, they're literally just sharking this area, and so they need to defensively do this to get out. So Wavebreaker comes out, and this just enables the wipeout. Let me go back and get like a very clean view of this entire situation. So he's coming up, he's building special, he just has the tactical there. And right here, they use Wavebreaker and tactical in the same spot. And this just enables them to just get the thing, to get the ball rolling. Like, Peel's gonna go down because he gets chased in. And Lapis just dives to the Wavebreaker. This is how they get back into the game. So now we're gonna watch the Carbon here, right? Let's look at the game state. They've got the complete map control. The Carbon just checking all the things. He's almost got spot Zipcaster, and he's just gonna go in, and they're staggered now. And this is finally Alpha's chance to just try to control a lot of the map. The splatter shot's gonna be over here, and just shoot Inkzuka in this direction. Just try to keep him out. But I really love the Carbon's play in here. So he gets the Zipcaster. And in this situation, he knows that the E-Leader is out here. And he's just gonna zip in, attack these two, and get like a bunch of trades, and it's gonna be so good for them. And imagine if he had the soda, like these trades would be so much better. He just respawn instantly. If he goes in, he gets just a huge kill. This is so good. It's literally just a direct into slam, a wombo combo. And comes in, and yeah, the peel for him was good from the junior, but unfortunately, he still just goes down. And I believe the junior, I want to go back a little bit and watch the junior's perspective here. He's trying to get in. Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to control your teammates. So for this part, the junior is just chucking bombs. This is a huge thing that, like, a lot of players aren't doing right now, and they're not just throwing bombs. You cannot just go down, drop off here, because you don't know who's here. You don't have the vision of them. They can have in control. So many games, people just drop off, and they get auto-killed by Carbon or Splatter Shot or something like that. And The junior player, he's doing such a good job just throwing bombs and being really patient with this. Because he knows. See, the other team's throwing auto bombs at him, right? And he's at this area. And since the Carbon's just chucking bombs at him, he literally has to reposition all the way back here and then go back. And this area is why I want to say never give up. So this situation right here is so stupid. And I feel bad for Alpha Team because I feel like they were gonna win this game and they kinda got scammed. I'm not gonna lie. They have good map control, they're not really overextending. They lose the zone for a bit and the Zipcaster play is huge. They force a trade and they take the lead. Now, the E-Litter just went back, but the E-Litter's gonna respawn here. So E-Litter respawns. He's trying to get some shots off, but it's too dangerous. He can't really take this line because he could have bombs get thrown at him, and the E-Litter's at their spot. And trying to take this trade when you can see the tacticaler back here, it's so bad. You don't want to try to trade with the E-Litter. You don't want to force things out, but they're going to come through the middle here, and he's just going to get a double. And it's actually just insane. How does this happen? He's shooting from here, and it kills the dude around the corner. Nintendo? Nintendo? Alright, with that, they get the map control back. And this game is just so messed up. He gets the push off. And they're just stuck, man. It's just all clown shoes from here. The Carbon is having a lot of trouble getting back into the map because he's just dying to Wave Breaker. The Inzap can't really push back in. They're just getting walled out. He gets the pick. Carbon comes through. And this is what you have to do with your teammates here. It's really important that you coordinate with your team in pushes like this, because when the splatter shot was in a bad position right here, they came one of the sloshing machines came through this way and attacked the junior, and they tried a 2v1. This is kind of a thing that you really want to get used to and take favorable fights with your team so you can get picks like this. So even though he dies, they get the momentum and they get the kill. And pretty much for the most part, the rest of this game is like a back and forth battle. That double really put them back into the game. He uses the Bria bomb here. Gets on the map back, and they're just pushing. But they start overextending just a little bit here. Let me zoom back up. This push was honestly pretty bad. I did say earlier that you don't want to go in this area. This is the int zone. You do not want to int and go down here because the backline will punish you very hard. So they go down, and you're gonna see Lapis right here. Riku is looking at Lapis, and he's just gonna get double sniped. But even with all that, they still just didn't have enough time. They barely just don't get the kill here. And unfortunately, they take the win. But it's not like Alpha played bad. Like, they actually had a very good map control, and this is a really back and forth and competitive game. But you just have to not give up. There's literally just so many points where you can just get a random 1 or 2 pick, and it just snowballs into your team ending up winning the game. So try your best to play with your team. Try not to tilt, especially. And keep a calm, cool head. You have to constantly observe the game, the state of the game, while you're in it. build specials, and every time they're pushing back in, they're using their specials. They're using it together. And then they can take back the map and then just try to snowball as hard as possible without overextending. Because when they overextend, then it just swings. The game is very, very swingy, especially in the modes, especially in zones, which is like what people are playing the most right now. But anyway, it was a fun match, and if you liked this video, please, keep sticking around. We're gonna make a lot of them. See you soon.